Hey guys, this is Middle Eastern Gaming, and we're bringing something a little different today. We're gonna talk about 9/11 and the 10th anniversary. And you guys would probably think we're a little crazy, but we're gonna expose the U.S. of what it did and tell you guys how the U.S. actually took out the Twin Towers and put the blame on the Middle Easterns, Osama and his crew. And here's my partner. Let him say a few things.
All right, and we're also going to be talking about the World Trade Center 7, which didn't get hit by a plane at all, and how they burned the foundation with, I think it was...
It was thermite, I believe.
Yeah, thermite, and no planes hit it, and yet it still fell down. So, the reason why they wanted to blow up the Twin Towers, America wanted to blow up the Twin Towers, is because they wanted a reason to go into Afghanistan and get more oil. But they can't just go into Afghanistan and say, give us your oil, we're going to invade you guys for nothing. They had to do something to, go there. So they blew up the Twin Towers, and they blamed it on the U.S., or the terrorists.
Yeah, they blamed it on there, and what else is there's a lot more things, like the buildings went down like a controlled demolition, which should have never happened. There's videos of the structural engineer and the architect that built the buildings even saying that multiple planes could have hit, and the Twin Towers should have never gone down. That's the way they designed them. And if you look at it, the building fell. World Trade Center 1 and 2 building fell in less than 10 seconds. Free for all speed, and that's just bombs on the site. On all the civilians that were there, the ones that are alive, even said that they heard bombs before the planes hit, and they fell down just straight down. They didn't the top didn't go off and destroy anything on the side of it. They fell straight down, and like we said, World Trade Center 7 was not hit by nothing, and yet it still went down. And another thing I want to talk about is the Pentagons. The Pentagons, they said, got hit by a plane, which would have had to turn 270 degrees and go right towards the Pentagon. And yet, they found no traces of the plane. They said that the jet fuel disintegrated the plane, but yet they found body remains. And if you think about it, that makes no sense, because how is metal stronger than flesh or skin? So that's another lie. And there should have been bombs planted in there. And that's the U.S. has a lot of lies that they're telling us. But you guys still probably think we're crazy, and we don't know what we're talking about. But if you go over the facts, that's what you should find out.
And my theory behind the World Trade Center number 1 going down, but number 2 was hit by a plane, supposedly. I don't know, you can go by that if you want. But my reason for number 1 going down was they had 100 feet of space under the Twin Towers for support in case an earthquake happened. But there is nothing down there. It's just a huge lot of cement holding the Twin Towers up. And they had cars down there rigged with bombs, and they knew that day there was going to be a hijack was going to happen. So before the planes even hit, there was a bomb on the bottom which weakened the support. So that's why it went straight down instead of falling over and hitting every other building out there. And off my partner, Devinder.
Yeah, and also the bombing of Shanksville, the plane that hit out of nowhere, the one of the hijackers that hijacked it, they said it just hit straight in the ground. But when you looked there was not a single piece of plane left. So I think the U.S. actually planted bombs in that plane for no reason. It just blew it up in midair, and the few pieces that were there actually went down and hit the ground where the civilians were. But yeah, the U.S., they took the Twin Towers out themselves, so I can guarantee that. And I hate, there's this, there's one guy in school, he always tries to tell me, like I told him, and yeah, he always tries to tell me that you're crazy and stuff, but I was like, how do you know what I feel? He's like, deep down inside, I know you don't really believe in this. And I was like, I'm not an idiot, I'm not saying this for no reason, so how do you know what I believe? I was like, back up, let me believe what I believe, and you keep believing all this crap that the terrorists actually did it. And, he kind of makes me mad, but it's whatever. I don't even care about him. But, those are the facts that we gave you guys, and those are the truth of the U.S. taking out the Twin Towers. And yeah, here's my partner.
All right, guys. There's some reason or some things I want to get out before we finish this video. Enough with the sub for sub. I mean, if you want to sub to me, that's fine. But if you're gonna do this sub for stuff crap, I don't do that. So, because if you like me, sub. If you don't like me, then get the hell off my video. And well, I'm gonna wrap up this video. And if you don't like us, then don't sub. It's fine. All you gotta do, and leave a comment. Tell me what your opinions are to make this channel bigger and better. And remember, the subscribe button is always free to press.